Landon is a big sports fan and he loves to play basketball, so he had never been to a Spurs game before until we were able to get the season tickets. Christian, he has to go off of everything hearing, but he's become a Spurs fan himself through all this.
He was having a blast, and it just kind of warmed my heart just watching him. And people tell me sometimes, that kid is out of control, and I say, I want to see him dance. I want to see him move. I love seeing him up, moving around. I know that I probably need to tame him down a little bit, but whenever you see your kids laying in a hospital bed and they can't move and they've got 50 tubes sticking out of them, it's not a good feeling. And then whenever they're moving and dancing and having a good time, it's a nice feeling inside. We had something happen in our life a couple years ago that changed my outlook on life a little bit. We were a busy family working and trying to build a business and stuff, and had something happen that made me want to enjoy spending time with my family a lot more. Father's Day morning, I cooked a big breakfast, and my son had his best friend over, Tristan, and my mom was showing up to pick him up for Sunday school, and perfect day. Everything was just really a nice, going to be a good Father's Day. Got in the pool, and about probably 10 minutes into it, I heard some sirens, and I got out, and we kind of looked and listened at the window. Then we started hearing a helicopter, and then heard a second one come into play. So there was 2 helicopters landing, and so I told her, I said, we need to go check and see what's going on. Something's not right. So walked in the house, and whenever we get in the house, the phone was ringing, and we had a bunch of missed calls on my phone, and it was my brother, and he said, well, there was a bad car wreck, and they think all 5 of them are gone, they're dead. So we drove up to the scene, and DPS officer and a fireman, they told us that our daughter hadn't made it, and my mom and Christian's friend Tristan was killed, and he said that 2 of them had survived. Christian was in an EMS, and then Landon, they didn't know he was in the car at first, but they found him kind of up underneath the door, and the truck was on top of him, and weren't sure how bad or if he was going to make it. He was blue and lifeless whenever they got him, so they took him in the helicopter and worked on Landon for several hours in surgery, and he took his stomach out and his left lung, and his heart had 3 holes in it, and he had just his spleen, they took it out, and his liver was in 5 pieces. He had a couple bad days, and about 4th day he started turning the corner and started doing better. While they were working on Landon, Christian's leg was crushed, so they were going to fix it. And so while they were fixing it, they found that he had an internal decapitation, and then his back was broke at T12. So they put him to sleep for 2 days to work on him, try to work up a plan on how to fix it. So they put 2 titanium rods in his neck to hold his head on. The top 2 C-spines on his neck, it holds his head on. About 95% of the people that happened to, they don't make it, and then the other 5% are usually paralyzed from the neck down. And he said, this kid here, I can't explain it. So it's just pretty amazing that he's overcome and just keeps going, and I think he's really got great things ahead for him. Started getting better by the 3rd week, and they were able to come home at 3.5 weeks.
We try to do fun things with the boys as often as we can. We don't put work first anymore. The important thing is to be able to do something fun with our family, because you never know what life will bring you. You have to use every moment you can to make those special memories, because that's all you have left.
It's a good feeling to know that they're having a good time enjoying the Spurs organization, and glad to meet good people and be dealing with good people, and I'm hoping next year to move a little bit closer to the floor. So
we have just been grateful for all that the Spurs have done for our family, how much they have given to us. Letting us share our testimony is the biggest thing, because that's I think that's what our job is now, is to share the testimony and let others know that you can get through this.